Good afternoon and welcome to New Zealand Football's coverage of the National League for 2021 as we find out the participants for this new competition. We have a top of the table Central League matchup for you this afternoon. The home side, Miramar Rangers and Wellington Olympic. Two unbeaten sides with identical 7-win, 1-draw records. So far, good weather-wise here, bit grey, but the wind's staying away and we hope that rain does also. I caught up with both the coaches pre-game, both Scott Hales from Miramar Rangers and Wellington Olympics, Martin Pereira Garcia. All right, we're now joined by Miramar's coach, Scott. Scott Hales. Scott, how much have you been looking forward to this one? The top of the table clash, two sides with identical records.
Yeah, I think the whole of Wellington, really interested to see how these two teams go against each other. We've had a good season so far, and it's going to be a great test for our players to see where we are, like a good marker against a very good Olympic team that we know inside out due to the amount of players that were at Team Wellington over the past couple of seasons. So yeah, very much looking forward to today.
Yeah, obviously a number of Team Wellington players in your squad, a number in Wellington Olympic squad. Does that give you any advantage knowing your time with Team Wellington?
No, I don't think it does. We know the characteristics of the players more than anything, but obviously they're under a new coach, a different coach who's got a certain way that they want their team to play. So we've just got to make sure that we're ready to go from the beginning, because these games against top teams are won in fine moments and little small details mean a lot. So we've just got to be ready from the off.
And any team news for us? Are you near full strength Miramar today?
Yeah, we are nearly full strength. Obviously, Ollie White got sent off last weekend against Napier, so Karan Mender comes in place for Whiteo, and Jake Williams comes in for George Akers.
What have those Hawke's Bay United guys that you just mentioned there brought to the squad this year?
They've played a lot of National League football. That's something that Hawke's Bay United have done for a long time, and bring young players through, and those guys have played lots and lots of minutes at National League, and Karan Mender is obviously a Chatham Cup winner with Napier City Rovers as well. So although they're young, they do actually have a lot of big games underneath their belt. So these types of games today are perfect for them.
And finally, what's the key to beating Wellington Olympic today?
It's the small detail. I think it's going to be a really close game, and the detail in the 18-yard box at either end is going to be crucial. So making sure that we're firm to stop the likes of Jack Henry and Gianni from scoring, but at the same time making sure that our X-factor players can get on the ball in dangerous areas in the box at the other end. So we do boast a really good goal-scoring record. So I'm hoping that we could just pip it by the end.
Thanks, Coach. All the best this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
All right, Martin, how much have you guys been looking forward to this top-of-the-table matchup against Miramar?
Oh, well, this is the kind of game that Olympic is always, they look in the beginning of the season in the calendar when it's the Miramar game, and now that both teams are top of the table has been, the boys have been waiting for it. We are really excited about this opportunity to play against a really, really good team, and, looking forward to it.
What's going to be the key, you think, to knocking Miramar off the top of the perch?
Well, if you look at the team and their squad, they have a really, really good team. Obviously they won Central League last year, and they have a big number of guys who were involved with Team Wellington. So I think they've been the benchmark for the last couple of years in Winter League. But I believe that it's going to be, it comes down to our attitude, and just working on making sure that we do what we've been working on for the season, and hopefully there will be enough for us to get the 3 points today.
Fantastic. The referee this afternoon is John Robury, and his two assistants, Ashton Davenport and Cameron Gruchot. Well, welcome to David Farrington Park as we get ready for kick-off in this top of the table Central League matchup between the home side Miramar Rangers and Wellington Olympic. As I mentioned at the top of the show, both sides with identical 7-win, 1-draw records through the first 8 rounds of the Central League season. Bit of a difference in goal differential. Miramar Rangers with a plus 25 goal differential, having scored 30 goals, conceded just the 5. Wellington Olympic scoring 22 times, conceding 10 times, but both, most importantly, with 22 points. And interestingly enough, both sides, their drop points have come against North Wellington. It was Miramar Rangers in round 5 back on April the 24th, drawing with North Wellington, while Wellington Olympic in round 1, way back in March 27th, drew with North Wellington. The only blemish on both sides' copybook. Just waiting for the two sides to take the field here at David Farrington Park, which, as I mentioned, so far so good weather-wise. Yes, it is a bit grey, but the wind is pretty minimal and no rain so far. Ideal conditions for this time of year for a top of the table matchup between these two Central League sides. Of course, Miramar Rangers, the defending Central League champs, 6-time champions, 4-time Chatham Cup winners, and Wellington Olympic, 2-time winners of the Central League. For Miramar Rangers and Scott Hales, as he mentioned, 2 changes to his side. In come Karan Mandir and Jake Williams, 2 players who played in the ISPS Honda Premiership over the summer. Mandir for Hawke's Bay United and Jake Williams for Team Wellington. They replace George Akers of Hawke's Bay United in the National Premiership, and Ollie White, who played for Team Wellington. Ollie White, of course, red-carded last week. So 2 changes to the Team Wellington side after that 4-1 win over Napier City Rovers in Napier last week. While for Wellington Olympic, just the 1 change for Martin Pereira Garcia, and that comes with Kalen Gould coming into the side, the striker. 1 change there with Alex Polizovic moving to the bench for Wellington Olympic. Miramar Rangers, led out by their captain and Sam Jewett, and goalkeeper Zach Jones. Back 3 for Scott Hales with Scott Midgley, Caden Atkins and Taylor Shrivers. A couple of defensive midfielders and Dewar, the captain, and also Karan Mandir coming into the side. 2 wing-backs are Jake Williams and Harris Zeb. And then Andy Bevan, the attacking midfielder, and the 2 centre forwards being João Moreira and Sam Mason-Smith. Mason-Smith, 9 goals for the season, Moreira 8. And they've been scoring hat-tricks for fun, those 2 in recent weeks in the Central Leader. And for Wellington Olympic, Martin Pereira Garcia, his side, captained by Ben Mata, of course, familiar figure for Team Wellington over the ISPS Honda Premiership season over the summer. Goalkeeper is Scott Pasale, obviously another very experienced National League players. The defenders along with Mata, Dylan Wood, Justin Gully and Marco Lawrence. In the midfield, Theo Etema, also along with Jack Henry Sinclair, Tor Davenport Pedersen and Rory McKeown. And then up front, Kalen Gould. And also up front is Gianni Bazoukas. Kalen Gould, the top goal scorer for Wellington Olympic, although he did start off at Napier City Rovers before coming here to Wellington Olympic this season. 2 captains to meet in the middle for the toss. Sam Dewar for Miramar Rangers, and the big imposing figure of Ben Mata for Wellington Olympic, the Greeks. Wellington Olympic in their away kit, the white. Miramar Rangers in their traditional blue and black stripes. We'll see if the sides stay there or swap sides. 2 teams in their pre-game huddles for this much anticipated fixture. They can't be separated at the top of the table. Identical record, 7 wins, 1 draw through the opening 8 rounds. Goal differential the only separating factor at this stage. This is for top of the table honours outright this afternoon. Both sides with a win would take a major step towards qualification for the National League as well. So it is Miramar Rangers who will play from right to left as you see it. Wellington Olympic from left to right. In their away kit, the white Miramar Rangers in their traditional blue and black. Referee is John Robury, his two assistants, Ashen Devonport and Cameron Grucho, and we are ready to go in this top of the table matchup. And we just hope the weather stays away. So far, very much befitting of this top of the table matchup. Back three, all getting an early touch for Miramar Rangers. Looking down that far side, trying to find Bevan, cut out, but only as far as Mason Smith. They look to find Bevan once more. And it goes, though, for an Olympic throw. Rory McKeown, as we know, has got a very much a weapon of a long throw. This time we'll just use it to effect to get out of the Olympic half. First, the loose ball was Bevan, but can't quite bring it down. Olympic now have it. Davenport Pedersen moving wide out to this right-hand side. Marco Lawrence is near side. Now looking down, back to Lawrence. Well cut out, though, by the left wing-back for Miramar Rangers, that being Jake Williams, one of the players brought into the side this week for coach Scott Hales and the Miramar Rangers side. Mason Smith, great touch to bring that down. Davenport Pedersen, though, first to the loose ball there. Mandir, Davenport Pedersen again throwing himself about. Keep possession for Olympic. Back to Captain Mata now for the visitors. Bazookas tries to find McKeown. Unable to do so. Harris Zeb links out with Moreira. Still Miramar Rangers possession with their throw taken quickly by Zeb. Moreira puts a foot on it and goes back towards halfway. Shrivers put under a bit of pressure. Throw in to Olympic on that far side. Jack Henry Sinclair trying to link up with Bazookas, but unable to do so. Olympic just unable to string those passes together. And fairness, neither side really. Springing out of midfield is Bevan, which he loves to do. So dangerous when he's doing that. Loose ball comes out to Williams. Back to the centre-back Shrivers. Mason Smith brings in Williams. Williams one-on-one with young Lawrence. Misplaced pass, though. And now Olympic able to bring Davenport Pedersen forward, and he is fouled by Karan Mandir, one of the two holding midfielders, along with Captain Dewar for Miramar. Really feeling out period in this one. Very experienced figure of Justin Gully, back to his captain and Mata. Another experienced player now getting a touch, his first touch, Scott Basale. Captain for Team Wellington during the ISPS Honda Premiership before he lost the jersey out to this man, Zach Jones, who clears towards halfway and over for Olympic throw. Well cut out by Jewett. Still a Olympic throw, though, on that far side. McKeown. Gully has Lawrence for an option to his right. Decides to go more direct. Well read by Shrivers. Clearing towards the sideline and then intercepted eventually by Theo Edema. The holding midfielders for Olympic. Mason Smith Williams. Williams gets a late touch on it from Marco Lawrence. Referee Robery says no. Coaches below us in our commentary position here, maybe suggesting that assistant referee could have had a say on that one. Got great position right on halfway, elevated commentary position, just below the camera which you are seeing. You can hear the sounds, the oohs and ahs from the two dugouts. Scott House's Miramar Rangers and Martin Pereira Garcia's Wellington Olympic. Early flash point in this one. Robery asked for calm, talking to João Moreira. Portuguese player for Miramar Rangers, long time player in the New Zealand National League now, Moreira. Previously in Auckland, now down here in the capital. Dylan Wood back to Basale. Wanted the ball early from Wood, got it. Now finds Justin Gully. Able to turn is Kaylin Gould. Referee John Robery, another free kick to Miramar. This one against Jack Henry Sinclair. Gets a bit of a talking to from the referee. Mandir takes quickly, finds Mason Smith. Jewett. Now Midgley. Mason Smith always offering an outlet. This time back to his captain Jewett. Who looks for that run out of midfield from Bevan. She's so good at doing. Reaps rewards often for Miramar Rangers, who, as Scott Hales mentioned in pre-game, have been particularly free scoring. In just 8 games played, 30 goals. That is quite some record. 3.5 a game. Scoring 4 last week at Napier City Rovers. Example of their goal-scoring qualities. João Moreira with the hat-trick last week. Sam Mason-Smith had a couple of hat-tricks in the weeks before that. Miramar perhaps asking why we couldn't have had some advantage played in that opportunity. Referee pulling up for another free kick. Miramar content to string a few passes together on that far side. Now back to keeper Zach Jones. Zoned to Midgley as a bit of space. Moreira coming out back from centre forward. Tries to link up with his fellow front man and Mason Smith, but well read by Justin Gully, using all of his experience. And back to Ben Mata, and now Olympic in possession. McKeown, who has a great left foot, looking for the run of Gianni Bazookas. Good strength, though, from Caden Atkins. One of those players who played for Hawke's Bay United in the ISPS Honda Premiership over the summer. And very much a strong centre-back, Caden Atkins, playing that right centre-back role for Scott Hales' side this afternoon. Alongside Taylor Shrivers and Scott Midgley, Team Wellington players, and obviously Ben Mata, their usual teammate in that back three for Wellington Olympic. Really, wherever you go, there is National League players from the ISPS Honda Premiership on show, and you can see why these two sides are top of the Central League and looking for a place in the new National League. Of course, the top 3 sides from the Central League will earn a place in the National League to be taking place later this year. So far, these two sides very much in control of the top 2 spots, with Lower Hutt City leading the chasing pack behind them. Good composure shown by Midgley and keeper Zach Jones. Midgley now brings in Dewar, who can't find Bevan. Dewar clears towards halfway with the header. Etame has plenty of time to go back to his skipper in Mata. And Mata to his left centre back in Dylan Wood. Nice little run out of midfield by Tor Davenport Pedersen, who has the beating of Caden Atkins, then lines up the shot, tries to curl it top corner, but it's off the mark. A little danger sign there from Miramar Rangers. Clever run from Tor Davenport Pedersen. And managed to find a bit of space on Caden Atkins. Unable to test Zach Jones, though, in the Miramar Rangers goal. Good work by Jack Henry Sinclair to keep possession for Olympic. Finds Gully, back to Pasale, now Wood. Switching play to the other side to McKeown. McKeown trying to flick on, trying to find Bazookas, unable to do so. Toward Davenport. Pedersen puts up the bomb, looking long towards the edge of the area. Taken down well by Midgley. On his right foot. And he'll now look down the line for Moreira. Climbing over him is Dylan Wood. It's a strong header. And Mata, never one to shy away from a challenge. Get there first ahead of Andy Bevan. McKeown looking for the run of Caelan Gould. Cut out well by Olympic. Miramar rather. And Miramar now with a bit of space. Sam Mason-Smith looking to switch play to Jake Williams, excuse me. Jake Williams. Pass was behind him. Mandir and strong challenge on Jack Henry Sinclair. Both benches erupt. Both captains surrounding referee John Robury, Ben Mata and Sam Dewar pleading their case. Jack Henry Sinclair is the player fouled. Karan Mandir is the player who is going to be picked up for the foul now. Referee Robury talking to one of his assistants just in front of our commentary position about whether it's a card. There should be any further action taken. Mandir is talking to John Robury. I think Robury said to Mandir straight away, look, there's no card, but just a bit of a talking to. So diffusing the situation there, referee Robury. Will be a free kick to Olympic inside their half. Justin Gully standing over it. Just waiting the referee's whistle when it comes. Quickly switching play to the far side. Dylan Wood striding forward. Finding McKeown, hugging the touchline. McKeown looks to cut inside Harris Zeb. Zeb has the beating of McKeown though. Now he springs forward. He's caught in a Wood-McKeown sandwich. Ball goes out for a throw-in. Quickly taken by Miramar. Back to Jones. Finds Bevan. Great outlet from Zach Jones. Unfortunately for Miramar, though, I thought maybe straying offside, but actually a foul was given, I think, on a tackle on Bevan. Quickly taken the free kick of Miramar. Striding forward as Mason-Smith maybe just stepped offside. Doesn't matter anyway. The ball beats everyone over the byline. It will be a goal kick to Wellington Olympic. Good crowd in attendance here as well. You won't be able to see on the camera, but on our commentary side, grandstand pretty much full to our left here at David Farrington Park. All the spots in the club rooms as well on the deck are pretty much taken, along with those you can see on the far side. Despite it being late May, and there's been some pretty average weather of late here in the capital, today's not a bad day by any standard. Not much wind to speak of, and so far, no rain. We hope that holds for the entire 90 minutes here, as I think this game is really just warming up between these two sides at the top of the Central League standings. Second blow of the whistle from referee John Robury, as Olympic look to slow up the play. Dewar and Bevan standing over it. Dewar gives it over to Bevan, who thinks about playing quickly. But now will whip one in with his right foot. Looking for Moreira or Mason Smith, also coming forward with Shrivers. Olympic with the first ball, but then Jack Henry Sinclair brings it back into a dangerous area. And Andy Bevan says, why not have a crack from 25, 30 yards out? That one sails over Scott Pasale's goal to his relief. He got hold of it, though, did Andy Bevan. Another show of his quality. So Olympic did well to deal with the first ball from that free kick, but then Jack Henry Sinclair got in a bit of a tangle, brought it back into the danger area, and eventually Olympic cleared, but then Bevan, with that first-time shot, sailed over the bar. Front two for Olympic just haven't quite managed to link up. Caelan Gould and Gianni Bazoukas. Caelan Gould with 6 goals in the Central League this season. Gianni Bazoukas with 4, including 2 last week, and their 4-0 win over Wainui-Yamata. Of course, Wainui-Yamata at the bottom of the Central League standings. Jack Henry Sinclair and Dylan Wood scoring the other goals for the Greeks. Wellington Olympic last week in round 8 of the Central League. This round 9 action. Both sides, if you have just joined us, with identical records in the Central League this season. 7 wins and 1 draw. Both sides having drawn against North Wellington. The only thing separating them at the moment is goal difference. So the winner here will go clear at the top of the Central League at the halfway stage. Jake Williams tries to get the beating of Marco Lawrence. Young right wing back for Olympic. Manages to block his cross. Bevan back to Williams. Williams to Mandir. They go back to Midgley around halfway. Midgley finds Williams hugging the touchline. Bevan. He is waved offside. Bevan just straying offside. The attacking midfielder for Miramar. So well done, the back three for Olympic there. Wood, Mata and Gully coming forward and drawing Bevan offside. Oh, Bazookas. Yeah, he did well to get the interception, Bazookas, but then gave it straight to Midgley, who in return gives it to McKeown. And it's going to be, in the end, an Olympic corner kick out of all that. So messy from both sides. Looks like Jack Henry Sinclair is going to make his way to that far corner to take the set piece. Approaching the halfway mark of this first 45 here at David Farrington Park. Top of the table Central League matchup. Scoreless at the moment. Could this be the opening for Olympic? Hanging it up there, Sinclair. Toward Davenport Pedersen, unable to get ahead to it. Dylan Wood winning the race to the ball. Whips in it. Cross. Falls to Jack Henry Sinclair. One touch and then tries to chip Zach Jones. But Zach Jones rising high to take that one down. But allowed to take a touch in the box. That will not impress Scott Hales and the Miramar Rangers coaching staff. And they know the quality of Jack Henry Sinclair as well. 4 goals already. Very much a top player at National League level. There's young Jack Henry Sinclair. There's João Moreira. Wins a free kick. Foul coming from Marco Lawrence. And João Moreira is appealing to referee John Robery. Looks like his laces have come undone. So given some time to retie them. There's a bit of a pause while we wait for João Moreira to get his boots sorted. Looks like Andy Bevan will take this one. Moreira, when he does get to his feet, will stride forward, take up a position up front alongside his strike partner and Sam Mason-Smith. Decides to take it quickly, does Andy Bevan once the whistle was blown on. Shrivers, great ball to Harris Zeb, who brings it down well, but first to it was McKeown. For a throw, quickly taken by Zeb, finding Bevan, who is dispossessed, but then wins it back. And it's thought for a moment it was an Olympic throw there, but no, given to Miramar, who take it quickly. Midgley striding forward, the left centre back. Wow, Olympic bench upset. They thought it was their throw-in. Throw-in goes Miramar Rangers' way. It happened right in front of their dugout. Pleading with referee Robbery, who asked for calm for Martin Pereira Garcia's side, as a real tough challenge there, as I think we might have seen Justin Gully stand on Jake Williams. Jake Williams is the player who's going to need attention. Number 7 for Miramar Rangers. Oh, he can cut the tension with a knife here at David Farrington Park. So much on this game. Two sides who know each other very well. A number of them teammates in the former Team Wellington side and the old ISPS Honda Premiership. A few of the Miramar Rangers played for Hawke's Bay United as well. My viewpoint, Williams went in the sliding challenge, and I think maybe the Olympic player, I think it was Gully, was perhaps a bit too late. And it's a red, and it's a Jack Henry Sinclair. So early flashpoint in this game. The referee's had a chat with his assistant referee, and it's a red card to one of the key players for Olympic. And a yellow card also now coming for Scott Basale, who's run some 20 metres, the goalkeeper, to have words with the referee. Scott Hales is trying to calm down the Miramar Rangers players, grabbing João Moreira away from the Olympic dugout. So, early shower for Jack Henry Sinclair, number 7 for Wellington Olympic. As both sides going into huddles. Miramar Rangers huddle taking place right in front of the dugout. So Scott Hales, coach, right in the mix there. Wellington Olympic had their huddle in the middle of the field. Chance for both sides to perhaps calm the tensions here, which boiled over. Firstly with the tackle and then the red card decision from referee John Robbery. Big decision from the referee in what is a big game. Halfway through this first 45. So a long time that Olympic are going to have to play with 10 men. See how the two sides respond. Williams whips in the resulting free kick. He's going to get another opportunity, this time with the cross. Going safely in the hands, though, of Scott Basale, the Olympic goalkeeper. So it'll be very interesting to see how the sides shape up now. Following the red to Jack Henry Sinclair. Still lots of noise coming from both dugouts, just below our commentary position here. A lot of feeling on this one. That's not to to talk about all the talk that's happening on the field as McKeown whips in a ball. First to it is Shrivers, who almost falls over it. Eventually clears it, though. Back to McKeown, who has a great left foot if he can get an opportunity to use it, but well defended by Harris Zeb. Of course, teammates from Team Wellington days. And Zeb denies the cross coming in. Will be a corner, though, for Olympic. And with Jack Henry Sinclair having been red carded, McKeown realises that he's the man who's going to have to take the set piece. So he'll use his left. Of course, Jack Henry Sinclair right-footed. McKeown will float this one in. It goes short of the near post, though, easily dealt with by Midgley. And then Harris Zeb giving away a free kick. Just outside the area. Slow to his feet here is McKeown. McKeown standing over this one. Opportunity here for Olympic to break the deadlock against the 11 men. Off the bar, still alive. Pinball. Shot comes in once more. Still in play here. Eventually cleared by Caden Atkins. Much the relief of Zach Jones and goal for Miramar Rangers as Olympic showing what they're capable of from set piece. Good ball in from McKeown. And there's a bit of pinball wizard in the box. Came off the bar at one stage, but they couldn't find the back of the net. Olympic remain scoreless.
Jake, swap with Harris.
Two wing backs for Miramar, just changing sides. Harris Zeb and Jake Williams, seeing if they can have a bit more joy down the other side. Jake Williams going one-on-one with McKeown, but McKeown winning the foot race a bit too much on that ball in the end for Jake Williams to chase down over the byline. It goes safely for a goal kick for the visitors, Wellington Olympic. If you have just joined us here for this top of the table match in the Central League, are a man down to 10 men are the Greeks. Jack Henry Sinclair sent off midway through this opening 45 here at David Farrington Park. As that's been the big flashpoint. No goals as of yet. Although just moments ago, Wellington Olympic with an opportunity in hitting the crossbar. Midgley back to his keeper, Jones. They find Shrivers. Shrivers will urge Midgley forward. Back to Bevan. Mandir has plenty of time to bring the ball forward and then find his midfield partner in Jewett, who looked for Mareira, but well dealt with by Olympic. And then Tor Davenport Pedersen is brought to ground by Jake Williams. Referee John Robery saying that's a free kick to Olympic.
Long one. Ready? Caden, ready!
Basale looking long for Caelan Gould. Wasn't far away, getting the diminutive figure of Gould on the end of that one. Throw in Miramar. Taken quickly by Atkins, looking for Williams, who, as I mentioned, is switched with his fellow wing-back in Harris Zeb. So Jake Williams now operating on that right-hand side. Harris Zeb coming to the near side. The left for Miramar. Shrivers strong over the top of Gould, is going to be called for the infringement. Free kick going Miramar's way. Taken quickly by Miramar, but Taylor Shrivers, the centre-back for Miramar, is hobbling. Zeb back to Shrivers. And now seems to have shaken off That little complaint. Atkins. Williams. Atkins has time to turn. Brings in Mandir. Two Hawke's Bay United players in tandem there, and Atkins and Mandir now out to Zeb. Zeb one-on-one with Marco Lawrence. Zeb into the area, cross coming in. Well dealt with by Ben Mata. Zeb trying to find Sam Mason-Smith, but Ben Mata was aware to the danger. Heading it out for a corner kick. Jake Williams making his way from the far side to the near corner to take this one. Taylor Shrivers, centre back for Miramar, striding forward. Along with the two strikers, Mareira and Sam Mason-Smith, are the targets. Shrivers can't quite get on the end of it. Bevan with a bit of space, blasts this one into the area. Goes over the bar, though, and out for a goal kick. Not quite sure if that was a cross or a shot from Andy Bevan. In the end, ended up being neither. Wasn't on target and didn't bring a teammate into the play. Teo Etema, good composure, and then bring in Gully. Davenport Pedersen to Wood. Wood looking down the line, trying to find McKeown, but well read by Harris Zeb. Looks like they've gone back to their traditional wings again. Harris Zeb on the right-hand side and Jake Williams on the left. Midgley unable to keep the ball in there for Miramar. Olympic with the throw in. Just on their side of halfway. Marco Lawrence to take. Finds Bazookas, but he can't keep possession for Olympic. Theo Etema with the header, but only as far as Mandir for Miramar, who tries to pick out Bevan. Well read by Gully, who cuts that one out. Davenport Pedersen looking long for Gould. But Midgley calm and composed, then bringing in Atkins. Mason-Smith turns on it, finds Zeb. Atkins. Mandir striding forward, finds a bit of space, then trying to find that outlet ball to Mason-Smith, and then a foul given away in the end by Theo Etema. And it will be a free kick to Miramar. Great run forward from the holding midfielder Mandir, one of those two players brought in along with Jake Williams by Scott Hales this week. This top of the table matchup. And it'll be a free kick in a dangerous place for Olympic. Good one for Miramar Rangers. Jake Williams had the ball in his hands, certainly interested in this one. With his left foot. Right foot option is Andy Bevan, who will take. Bevan just trying to find the run of Mason-Smith back to Shrivers, who was on the end of that one. In the end, off an Olympic player. So well read by Olympic. There will be a corner. Another set piece coming for the hosts. Jake Williams will this time take this set piece from the far side, the number 7. And wing back for Miramar. Ball comes in towards the back post. Well claimed though by Scott Basale. He's given freedom to get out there. Comfortably claimed that one. The goalkeeper looks on for Caelan Gould, who brings it down well. Now tries to bring in McKeown. Right idea, just didn't have the execution. Too much on that one. There's no way McKeown could bring that one down. As they look to counter quickly. Olympic, of course, the 10 men against 11. Got to try and pounce quickly from those set pieces. Unable to do so on this occasion. Now Davenport Pedersen. Our referee says play on. Believing that Davenport Pedersen got the ball clean there. Their tackle on Andy Bevan, who went to ground. Now Etema. Mata. Nice turn from Mata. He had I think it was Sam Dewar breathing down his neck. The two captains coming together. But good composure shown by Mata. Davenport Pedersen to Lawrence. McKeown. First the loose ball. He might have a shot from some 40 yards out. Never troubling the keeper, Zach Jones, really. He wasn't off his line too far. And in the end, sailing over the bar. Not much of an option, though, for Rory McKeown, otherwise the Northern Irishman. So I thought he'd give it a go from distance. Now Miramar back inside the Olympic half. They look to set up camp here for much of this game, you'd think, against the 10 men. A wayward ball, unable to chase that one down, Caden Atkins. Bazookas chases this one down, one-on-one with Atkins, looking for Gould. Goes past him, then having a go. There's Gould. Just trying to get a foot on it, and then it goes out over the byline. Goal kick once more for Miramar. Taken quickly. Just slipping there is Caelan Gould. Excuse me, Karen Mandir looking for the ball from Midgley. So ball goes out for a throw-in for Olympic. Right on halfway. On the near side. Good challenge from Andy Bevan. Loose ball falls to Moreira. Able to pull a few numbers forward now, Miramar. Bevan's ball to Moreira, though, wasn't good enough. Well read by Olympic, and they clear back over halfway. Throw in quickly taken. Midgley looking for options. Finds Mandir. Mandir can't find the return ball back to Midgley. Now Caelan Gould in a bit of space. Beats Midgley. Now one-on-one with Shrivers. Coming out on that left foot. Shot away, but well blocked by Shrivers. Goes thundering out for a throw-in on the far side. Certainly had some venom in that shot. Shrivers, though, kept tight and denied one of the forward men for Wellington Olympic. Mandir. Bevan. Dewar. Now Moreira. Looking for his strike partner in Mason Smith. Unable to find him well. Dealt with by and read by Dylan Wood. But Olympic has been a pattern really since they've gone back to 10 men. Unable to string passes together. And Miramar back with it. Sam Mason Smith tried to con the referee there, quickly take the throw in when Mata and the assistant referee on that side were tangling, trying to make the most of it. But it is indeed Olympic ball. Their throw in. McKeown to take on the far side. Still good conditions for football here. Not too much wind. And as of yet, we haven't had any rain to speak of. Let's hope that continues for the rest of the game here. If you just joined us, we've had one major incident, that being a red card midway through the first half. The influential Jack Henry Sinclair red carded, a straight red by referee John Robury. Olympic, though, the side that have come closest to scoring in the bar. And that was after going down to 10 men. Gully does well. Get out of the corner. Toward Davenport Pedersen, though, well closed down by Mandir. Now Dewar brings in Moreira, who tries to link up with Bevan. And Bevan's head is quickly collected by Basale. Looks long for Gould. Atkins wins the head, but goes out for a throw-in. Caelan Gould and Caden Atkins, who had spent a bit of time together in Hawke's Bay, will no doubt know each other well. As with so many players on the park here this afternoon. Either former teammates or former foes at the highest level in New Zealand. Header well won by Shrivers, but only the edge of the area. Now Davenport Pedersen with an opportunity here. Can he pick out a teammate? In the end, he only finds Atkins. I think he was looking at the far post to McKeown. Caelan Gould wasn't happy. He didn't get the pass. Davenport Pedersen still working hard, but first to the loose ball is Mandir, and then asked a bit too much out of Moreira. A bit of a breakdown in communication there is Justin Gully. Chases it down. Back to his keeper, Basale. Now Mata looking for the outlet again of Caelan Gould, who's working hard up front. Gianni Bazookas, who's wearing the number 10, is operating more in that number 10 midfield role now, off the forward man and Gould, having started alongside him with Jack Henry Sinclair in behind. But with Sinclair having been red carded, that's forced a change. And Bazookas seems to be the man who's now operating more in midfield and behind Gould. Gould is that lone man up front for Martin Pereira Garcia's Wellington Olympic. Lawrence back to Basale. As again, Atkins and Gould. Atkins gets ahead to it. Williams first to the loose ball. Midgley asking a bit too much of Caden Atkins there. Throw in for Olympic. Deep inside Miramar's half. In fact, referee says no. And it's Miramar's throw in. Caelan Gould just wanting a reward for his efforts up front, chasing down everything. Being a menace for the back three of Miramar Rangers. Teo Etima goes to ground, and then also going to ground on that far side is Dylan Wood, but ball remains at the feet of Olympic. Referee waves play on. Bazookas gets a ball in the back of the boot, rather, in the back of the leg from Sam Jewett. Getting a talking to from referee John Robery. Ben Mata, the other captain for Olympic, wants some kind of action to be taken. Nothing is. No card given. Just a talking to from the referee to Jewett, Miramar's captain. But Olympic using this as an opportunity to bring some players forward before half-time here. Big figure of Ben Mata, the captain, striding forward. He's an obvious target. Toward Davenport Pedersen there as well. Looking towards Mata. Mata wins the head. Can they win the second ball? Olympic, no, well dealt with by Zach Jones, the keeper for Miramar. And we're back underway. Moreira in a midfield position, the striker off that after that set piece. He'll make his way forward eventually alongside Mason Smith and also Andy Bevan, who's seemingly drifting further and further forward as the attacking midfielder for Miramar. Bazookas one-on-one with Shrivers, keeps position. Back to toward Davenport Pedersen. Now Wood. Wood trying to link back up with Bazookas, but well read by Jewett, who then finds Williams, and Williams looking long for Bevan, but never going to win that race. So that one, it's going to go over the byline for a goal kick. Ball quickly on offer from the ball kids here. And Basale able to get us straight back underway. Gould looking to bring in Bazookas. Not quite on the same wavelength there, the front two for Olympic. Now Shrivers coming forward. Shrivers with a big opportunity here. What a save by Basale, but they're going to say it's a free kick the other way. And so that wouldn't have stood if Shrivers was able to have the beating of Basale. It was academic anyway. And they share a moment. Nice little pat on the back between the two, Shrivers and Basale. Basale saying, oh, I knew it was a free kick anyway, Taylor, but just thought I'd save it anyway. Show you can't beat me in goal. Basale takes. Bazookas unable to bring in one of his teammates. First it was Mandir, but then it breaks down again in that final third for Miramar Rangers. Saleh taking plenty of time to find the right option. Waited for a Miramar Rangers player to start closing him down, then looked for McKeown. Unable to bring it down, throw into Miramar. Wrong end of the field, they've got Hauser's side, given away. Shrivers to Gould. Gould, though, can't find Bazookas. Big opportunity, big let off, but back to Gould. And Gould tries to steer it into the corner. Well taken by Zach Jones, but that was very messy from Miramar Rangers. A big let off, though. Olympic not punishing Rangers for their blunder. And it remains scoreless somehow. Mistake from Shrivers. Gould, unselfish, trying to lay it on a plate for Bazookas. Pass wasn't finding the mark, but then they gave it back to Gould, and this time Gould tried to pick out the far corner, but well read by keeper Zach Jones for Miramar Rangers. So keep it scoreless here at David Farrington Park. Just hearing down below, there's going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time in this first half. Obviously, we had the big talking point of the red card midway through this first 45. That would have added a bit of extra. We can't have too much to go here before the halftime whistle at David Farrington Park. Still nothing separating these two sides. It is 10-11 though. Olympic down to 10 players. Miramar with their full contingent is Caelan Gould this time taking on Caden Atkins, running out of real estate though, and then tries to find the cross, trying to earn a corner kick, but unable to do so. Really, he's been playing a one-man band at times there. Caelan Gould up front, working tirelessly, but you wonder how long he's going to be able to do that for. And the ball given away again. This time Caelan Gould is offside. The flag goes up from the assistant on the near side. So it'll be a free kick to Miramar. But again, sloppy from the home side. Give the ball away in midfield. Caelan Gould, though, who's just making his way back after his last efforts, wasn't able to get onside. Wasn't able to punish Miramar Rangers for some more untidy work in midfield. Mason Smith. Can't find Bevan. Olympic just look hungrier to the ball at the moment. You'd expect that, I suppose, given that they are playing with just 10. Give away, though, by Olympic, just as I mentioned that, just in front of their penalty area. But Miramar Rangers can't pounce, and that will do it for the first 45 here at David Farrington Park. We are scoreless at the half. Miramar Rangers and Wellington Olympic in this top of the table match in the Central League. But Wellington Olympic are down to 10 men. Jack Henry Sinclair red carded midway through the first 45. And Martin Pereira Garcia wanting to have a chat with the referee, and John Robery not having any of it. The two sides go into the sheds. It's scoreless here at David Farrington. All in readiness now for second half action here at David Farrington Park between Miramar Rangers and Wellington Olympic. Top of the table contest in the Central League. Scoreless first 45. But midway through that first half, we did see the sending off of influential Wellington Olympic forward Jack Henry Sinclair. Miramar Rangers unable to capitalise on their numerical advantage for that 20 or so minutes. We'll see how it plays out to start the second half now. Harris Zeb into the area for Miramar. Trying to cut it back to Sam Mason-Smith. Well dealt with by Olympic. Well, that's already a promising side for Scott Hales' men. We didn't see too much of that. Harris Zeb driving into the area in the first 45. Now Jewett trying to bring in another influential player, and Andy Bevan. Bevan unable to get the ball the first time, but then makes things difficult for Dylan Wood. Eventually earns a corner, rather a goal kick for Olympic. Olympic able to push players high towards halfway. Basale taking time, allowing players to get forward. Now looking towards the near side, looking for the figure of McKeown. Mason-Smith tries to bring in Harris Zeb. He's got plenty of space on that far side. Able to turn and come forward now one-on-one with Marco Lawrence. He'll try and take on Lawrence. Easily gets to the outside of him. Now trying to cut inside. Ball comes in. Looking in the middle of the area. No one there for Miramar Rangers. And all Olympic can do is nod it out for a corner. So a good start from the hosts here in the second half as they look to take advantage of that 11 v 10 situation here. Jake Williams to take from the near corner. Wrap his left foot around this one. And swinging. First nod from Mason-Smith, then from Andy Bevan. Good save from Basale. Well done, Scott Basale. He gets a high five and hug from his captain, Ben Mata. Also coming over was Dylan Wood to say thank you very much, keeper. Keeping it scoreless. Another goal kick, another corner kick, coming though for Miramar Rangers. Williams can try and whip this in with his left foot. This time it's Dewar who's first to it, rather than Mason-Smith, but Dewar can't get it on target. It was a lovely flick on previously, the head from Mason-Smith. Andy Bevan with the free header, but well saved by Basale. And Miramar weren't able to get to the loose ball first. Been a bright start, though, by the hosts, the defending champs, in this top of the table contest. Who will find that key moment first? It's a dangerous McKeown. Whipping one into that far post, looking for Caelan Gould. Too much on it, though, from McKeown. Thumbs up, though, coming from Caelan Gould. That was the right idea. The early ball into the area. Just too much on the whipped cross. Eventually the free kick going the way of Olympic. Real tangle of bodies. Theo Edema involved with Andy Bevan and also Joel Moreira. Young Edema eventually earning the free kick. McKeown quick to take responsibility for this one. Look to just float it onto the edge of the area. Zach Jones coming off his line. Going to punch and free kick. Going against Olympic, says referee Robery. Saw something there that he didn't like. Two balls on the field, so we're going to see a little stoppage here. Missed by Marco Lawrence, but fortunate for him. Justin Gully's there as cover for Olympic, clearing towards halfway. Lawrence again, this time gets a foot to it, but goes over the fence and out for a throw-in. Poor kids quickly get another ball on the field for the players. Quickly taken by Miramar on that far side. Bevan tries a 1-2 with Mason Smith. Mason Smith unable to get the return ball to Bevan. But Miramar back with it, still inside Olympics half. Dewar. Caden Atkins now urged to come forward. Tries to link up with Moreira. Enough work done by Mata to disrupt his attempted pass. But back with Miramar it is. This may be a familiar pattern in this second 45. Miramar dominating position inside the Olympic half against the 10 men. Olympic, to their credit, defended very well so far. Although Miramar making a much brighter start to this second 45. Dylan Wood. Mata. Etzema just gets a foot on it, but only as far as Mason Smith. Mason Smith to Moreira. João Moreira trying to find an opening. Opening is well and truly shut though now. And all Moreira can do is earn a corner. He had an opportunity, didn't pull the trigger. Tried to find that clear-cut chance. And it didn't come. Well defended by Olympic, but Moreira, if he'd gone with that first-time effort, he could have maybe threatened the goal of Scott Pasale. Corner taken short. Harris Zeb beats one in the area. Shot comes in, well blocked though by Marco Lorenz. And now Bazookas tries to get in the front of Harris Zeb, and does, but gives up a foul and a free kick in a dangerous area, about 5 yards outside the edge of the box. And I see a substitute for Miramar Rangers, and it's Owen Barnett who's coming on. It's Karan Mandir who has made way. So Karan Mandir, his afternoon is done, and young Owen Barnett attacking midfielder. So a bit of a change there. Holding midfielder and Mandir replaced by the attacking youngster of Owen Barnett, number 23. And he's going straight into the box. Chance to make an instant impact, Owen Barnett. Williams with the free kick. Straight into the hands of Scott Pasale. He had some of the attention of Taylor Shriver's breathing down his neck, but well claimed by the experienced goalkeeper. No problem for him. Taken down well by McKeown first time, but unable to find Gould. Bevan eventually chases down the loose ball, but only over the sideline. A throw into Olympic. They're able to finally get bodies forward. Great throw-in from McKeown, finding Gould, but Gould can't control it. Shrivers first to the loose ball for Miramar. Scott Hales, the Miramar coach, trying to remind his side of the long throw ability of McKeown. And he almost punished Miramar for a moment, who knocked off, not aware of it for that one moment. And this time it's going to be set-piece corner coming for Olympic. In the near corner, Roy McKeown will stand over this one. It'll be an outswinging corner or a floated one in onto the 6-yard box this time. It's a disappointing delivery as it was in the first half, but danger not completely cleared here by Miramar, but now an opportunity for Moreira to get rid of it, and he will after earning a free kick. Midgley looking for Jake Williams. Tracking back well from the corner is McKeown. McKeown will try and link up with Caelan Gould. Gould holds up play. Now Bazookas finding McKeown. McKeown only has one man in the area. Now got another one entering, but McKeown can't find the right ball. Needed to go far post, went near post, and well read by keeper Zach Jones. But the Miramar coaching staff are the one that's upset at the moment because they're giving Olympic opportunities and not taking advantage of the extra man. Certainly not the kind of play that Miramar Rangers have come to expect this season. 30 goals in 8 games, 7 wins and 1 draw. Same win, draw, loss record as Olympic, of course, but Olympic not in the same goal scoring class. 22 goals for, 10 against in their 8 games. Jal Moreira just inside the area. Good tackle though by Theo Etima. Had to be clean as it was in the box. And now Moreira gives up a free kick toward Davenport. Pedersen thought about taking it quickly, but then they also know they've got 10 men. Let's try and take this moment to get our breath back. I know they've got a lot of work to do, Olympic, to try and see this one out. Certainly would take a point here at David Farrington Park. Both sides would remain locked at the top of the table. And I think Martin Pereira Garcia would be happy with that given how long they've had to play with 10 men. But I know Caelan Gould has other thoughts here. In the end, well dealt with by Andy Bevan, who was able to block that shot. And then winning the race to the loose ball was Zach Jones. You see a bit of frustration coming from Caelan Gould there, talking to one of his teammates. As Gould is one-man band up front. Bazooka's playing off him up front, following the red card to Jack Henry Sinclair. Gould, good run here, come from Davenport Pedersen into the area, but well read by Shrivers. Davenport Pedersen just dwelled on it just for a moment, and Shrivers pounced. It's going to be a corner kick, though, for Wellington Olympic, but you must think that was an opportunity that maybe Olympic could have made more of. Still an opportunity for the visitors to bring some of those big bodies in the area. 2 of their centre-backs, Mata and Wood, also toward Davenport Pedersen are the targets. Just evades Davenport Pedersen. And Harris Zeb will now look to fly down that touchline. He's held up momentarily by Theo Etima. And it'll be a free kick for Miramar on the far side. Into the area, Miramar trying to find Mason Smith. Here's another opportunity. Mason Smith shot partially blocked by Marco Lawrence, and a very important block that was from the young wingback to deny Mason Smith. It was good work by Owen Barnett. They're a substitute for Miramar Rangers, getting into the game in that attacking midfield role. Just the one holding midfielder now for Miramar, that being the captain, Sam Jewett. As Owen Barnett replacing the other holding midfielder that started the game, Karan Mandir. Free kick for Miramar. 14 minutes into this second 45. Bevan will look to take it quickly and short, you'd think. Back to Midgley. Brings in the captain, Jewett. Will work Shriver's middle centre back. Now that far side where Bevan has found a bit of space. Has Harris Zeb on hugging the touchline. Decides not to use him, and they open up play here. Look to switch to the near side. Mason Smith offering a target. Caden Atkins now looking for Owen Barnett, but just floating a ball up to the diminutive Owen Barrett when you compare him to the big target of Ben Mata, the Wellington Olympic captain. Might not have been the greatest idea, but sloppy here from Olympic. Can they be punished? Mata in the area. Mason Smith back to Pereira, and it goes out over the side. Moreira unable to find the target. as Mason Smith playing it on the ground, found his strike partner. Mata, a desperate lunge in the area, firstly to deny Mason Smith. Mason Smith kept on the play, found Moreira, but João Moreira unable to find the target, and it remains scoreless. Still 60 minutes gone here at David Farrington Park. Half an hour to hold on for Olympic, or can they find that opening? They have come the closest, especially in the first half, hitting the bar. Miramar have had the better of the second half opportunities so far, forced a good save out of Scott Basale, aided Andy Bevan. Who will find that first breakthrough? As follow through from Caelan Gould, finding Jake Williams, and it's going to be a yellow card to Caelan Gould. Yeah, I think it's an accidental boot, really, from Caelan Gould. He's a bit late with the challenge. Williams got it first. And then I think maybe Caelan Gould's boot might have struck Jake Williams in the face. There's no malice in it from Caelan Gould. And he goes over to apologise and also express his views to referee John Robery. There's Caelan Gould. Jake Williams, who was the player who was at the centre of the big incident so far in this game. Of course, he was the player judged to have been fouled by Jack Henry Sinclair that led to Sinclair being red carded. Moreira can't link up with Zeb, well read by Gully. Experienced Justin Gully, of course, played for the All Whites, played for the Wellington Phoenix. A valuable player to have for Martin Pereira Garcia. Dewar doing his job, breaking up play, holding midfielder for Miramar. Caden Atkins first of that, but over it goes for a throw-in for Olympic. A relieving one that for Olympic as they'll look to get some bodies out of their half. Try and string passes together. Going back to Mata. Now Gully, he's got plenty of space to bring the ball forward. Looking for options. Finds one of them in Marco Lawrence. Lawrence able to link up well with Caelan Gould, who finds a bit of pocket of space just outside the area now. Caelan Gould driving into the box. Cuts back on the left foot. Shot comes in. Just couldn't get the contact he wanted, though. And well saved by Marco Lawrence. And you can hear, by the way, that was applauded by the crowd. There's a healthy contingent of Wellington Olympic fans here at David Farrington Park. And liked the tireless work done by Caelan Gould. It was really 1-on-5, as he has been for a lot of this game. A lone man up front, tireless worker so far. This time the ball cheaply given away by Olympic. Harris Zeb strides forward, but then is dispossessed toward Davenport Pedersen. Looking for that one outlet up front. Caelan Gould, strong head from Midgley. As far as Dewar. Now Barnett. Back to his captain. And Dewar has a bit of time and space. Picks up the pass back to Shrivers. Now Mason Smith coming back from his forward position, trying to bring his midfield into play. Williams is harassed by McKeown. Now it's Bevan, who is taken late by Theo Edema, and I think we've seen play on. There was play on momentarily from a referee, and waving play on, giving the advantage, but knew it was a free kick against Edema for the challenge on Bevan. So good refereeing from John Robery. Gave the advantage while it was still there, but knew where the infringement was, the free kick. Substitute again for Miramar Rangers taking place. as it's the end of the afternoon for Caden Atkins makes way. Nathan Symes on. Referee just wanting to check the wrist brace that Nathan Symes is wearing. He's on. Amazing little run by Andy Bevan, but runs into brick wall there in the end of Dylan Wood. Mason Smith trying to find his strike partner in Madeira.
No, Jua! No! Middle!
Excuse me, it's Aaron Spain, the substitute for Miramar. Aaron Spain, number 11. And for Caden Atkins, the second change by Scott Hales, Miramar Rangers coach. Well done there by Williams. Brings in Madeira. Looks to return the ball to Williams, but too much on that one. And Mata comfortably first to it. Spain. Substitute. Mason Smith back to Spain. It looks long for Harris Zeb, who might just chase this one down, and does. Barnett. Back to Zeb. Oh, it could have been a big opening here. A big opportunity for Miramar. Didn't quite pull off the little flick pass there. Did Bevan, and then Jua. The shot well and truly off the target. That's the one to forget for the Miramar Rangers captain. Big opportunity there. A lot of space. Oh, a lovely pass by Theo Etema, enjoyed by the Olympic crowd here, finding Davenport Pedersen. Now striding forward is Gould, who looked to shoot from distance, and it's not far away. Would have looked very good from the far side and just bends past the far post of Zach Jones in goal for Miramar Rangers, much to his relief and the home supporters here. But given a bit of space that time, Caelan Gould, and wasn't shy of having a shot. Harris Zeb, harassed by Marco Lawrence. Midgley, now Barnett. First substitute made by Hales. Nice turn by Jewett. Brings in Zeb now. Mason Smith, who's starting to operate in slightly different positions, coming off that his plate position up front. Moving to some wide areas, dropping off the front two to get more touches on the ball. And in the end, Miramar have earned a corner kick. Jake Williams making his way over that far corner to take. Madeira in the area, obvious target. Mason Smith, also Taylor Shriver's at the far post. Goes pretty direct, not the best ball. Comfortably taken by Scott Basale. Has evaded Mason Smith straight into the hands of the experienced goalkeeper. And you might be able to hear a few groans and moans coming from the Miramar Rangers dugout. That's the dugout closest to us. Scott Howes and his coaching staff not happy with how this is playing out so far. For some 40 minutes now, they've had the numerical advantage, and still it remains scoreless. between these top two sides in the Central League. Miramar Rangers, the defending champions, and Wellington Olympic, the title contenders. Identical record, 7 wins and 1 draw up until now. The winner of this one will go 3 points clear at the top of the league, and you'd think would take a giant step towards playing in the new National League later this year. Top 3 Central League finishers, of course, will play in the new National League. As Wellington Olympic are readying their first substitution of the afternoon. Shrivers. Dewar able to turn. Go the far side to Harris Zeb, who's quickly closed down by Marco Lawrence. So it goes back to Midgley. Mason Smith then again dropping off at front position, especially since Owen Barnett substitutes come into the game in a more attacking midfield role. Harris Zeb tried to link up with Barnett, unable to do so. Well dealt with by Gully. Olympic, though, panic a bit in possession. And it goes out for a throw-in, allowing Olympic to make their first substitution. Looks like it will be Harry Choate to come on for Marco Lawrence. So one defender on for another. As Marco Lawrence is given a yellow card as he leaves. Not quite sure what that's for. So we're back underway with a throw-in after that first substitution for Olympic. Harry Choate on for Marco Lawrence. Lawrence getting a yellow card for his efforts, being substituted. As I said, not sure what that was for. He seemed to make a decent effort to get off the field. Maybe the referee said, please step off the other side. I'm not quite sure, rather than make the whole journey across the pitch. I'm not sure. But whatever it was, the referee did not appreciate it and brandished another yellow card. Good strong tackle by McKeown on Jake Williams. Nice turn as well. On his unfavoured, though, right foot. Not quite able to clear as well as he would have liked. Bevan finds Moreira. Moreira, nice turn. Well read, though, by Mata. Only as far as Barnett. Bazookas unable to chase down the loose ball. Now Bevan with it on the edge of the area. Blocked by Wood. Moreira trying to chase it down. Wins the race to it. And earns a corner kick. So obviously it took a deflection off an Olympic player, at least judged by the referee and assistant. And Jake Williams will take another set piece. Corner kick on this near side. Can they come up with the right delivery this time? Mason Smith's at the near posts. More central is Moreira, and also Dewar. Coming for the late run with Shrivers from that far post to more central. Moreira goes to ground. Brief appeals for a pen after he came under the attention of Theo Etema, who's now on Harris Zeb. Zeb beats one and another. Unleashes the shot, but it's high and wide and doesn't trouble Scott Basale in goal. And they survive another attacking raid to Olympic. Dylan Wood is on the ground. So referee has gone to check on Dylan Wood, and it might be his afternoon done here. Substitutions readied by Olympic, as Dylan Wood's going to get some attention from the physio. "74 minutes gone here at David Farrington Park. Wellington Olympic making another substitution here as George Walker is going to come on, and making way is Dylan Wood, who looked like he took a knock, so that's certainly a change of personnel for Olympic. Attacking wide player and George Walker on for the left centre back Dylan Wood, so you'd expect Roy McKeown, I think, to slot into one of those roles and be the left centre back, and George Walker to maybe play the McKeown role as the left wing back. And that's looked like the shape they're going to be playing it right now. See how it does play out over the next 15 minutes or so here of normal time, and then no doubt there'll be a bit of stoppage time as well. Lovely ball from Caelan Gould, bringing in Choate. Choate has time to pick out the pass. Too much on it for Bazookas, and now an opportunity here for Miramar Rangers as Choate has to quickly get back. Harris Zeb trying to find Madeira, but Davenport Pedersen doing just enough to put him off and to get possession for Olympic. Scrappy though from Olympic, they can't clear their lines. Harris Zeb back with it, just on the edge of the area. Jewett bringing in Midgley, who's got plenty of space to work in. Coming on the edge of the area as the left centre back now. Now Williams, who beats his namesake, falls to Bevan, but an important challenge from Tor Davenport Pedersen had to be made. Now Harris Zeb very strong there to dispossess Caelan Gould. Into the area goes Harris Zeb. Run checked by Justin Gully, who tells his opposite to get up. And the referee says, no, there's nothing in that. As picking up the loose ball is Basale, who eventually gets rid of it. Finds an open Caelan Gould on the far side. Gould having to dribble. Beats a couple, but runs straight into a brick wall. That being the Miramar captain, Sam Jewett. Strong challenge from the Miramar captain. Bevan. Jewett to Madeira. Barnett. Zeb on the edge of the area. Now inside the area now. Unleashes a right-footed shot. Doesn't troll Basale. Goes wider than their post. As we may be having another substitution perhaps here. This time for Olympic. Looks like Nathaniel Halmerium is getting ready. Getting his boarding pass. 78th minute here. Looks like he's going to be replacing Gianni Bazookas. His afternoon is done. He's worked tirelessly up front. Bazookas had to drop into more of a number 10 role, just off the front man, and Gould following the red card to Jack Henry Sinclair. And perhaps those tired legs were the reason he couldn't quite get on the end of the Harry Choate pass some moments ago as Olympic sprung forward in a rare attack in this second half. So Halmerium, very experienced player at this level. Part of the Team Wellington squad, of course, that won the ISPS Honda Premiership in the summer just gone. Loose ball. Dewar. Mason Smith. Bevan back to Dewar. And then Dewar under a bit of pressure. Can't find a teammate. As the Miramar Rangers bench urge their players to pull the trigger and try and test Scott Basale in goal. Bevan. Just on the edge of the area. Inside. Good work by Tor Davenport Pedersen, did just enough to put Bevan off and make sure Bevan couldn't get a shot underway. Theo Etema finds Halmerium. Halmerium to Caelan Gould. Gould one-on-one with Midgley. Comes inside trying to find a ball to Halmerium. Halmerium in the area and just lost his stride. Looked like he was almost tripped himself up. And that moments of hesitation pounced on by Taylor Shrivers. It was a great ball and great run from Gould and Halmerium respectively, but then Halmerium unable to get on the end of it, and a let off for Miramar Rangers, and well tidied up by Shrivers. Mason Smith to Midgley, and plenty of space on that far side, and can't resist coming forward, and unfortunately just not his game, really, trying to thread those balls through for forwards, and it was a bit late with it. Now the substitute about to be made, and it's going to be João Moreira, who's going to make his way off. And the Olympic supporters, Olympic players trying to say to John Robery that João Moreira made his way all the way from the other side and maybe should have got the same treatment with the yellow card that Marco Lauren's got. Nothing given. But substitution has been made. And it's the end of the afternoon. Hail Miriam opportunity here perhaps. No, can't quite get on the end of that one. Into the hands of Zach Jones. We're into the final 10 minutes now of the 90. Referee's time, of course, to come. Good turn by Gould. Now can he find a teammate? Eventually finds Davenport Pedersen. Now McKeown. McKeown whips in a ball, looking for that late run of Pedersen. Now finding Gould on the edge of the area. Gould thinks he's fouled for a second time. Nothing given by the referee. Perhaps playing advantage because Olympic had it only momentarily, as now Miramar win the ball back. Barnett on the edge of the area, unleashes a shot. Good save by Basale, but only as far as Bevan. Second save comes, but Bevan was offside from the first shot from Barnett. Good strong save made by Basale. As Nathan Symes is the player who's replaced João Moreira, New Zealand under-20 international. So on Barnett, nice opening he created, getting on the edge of the area, unleashing the shot. Good save by Basale, unfortunate for him. Andy Bevan was offside, although must be said Bevan couldn't actually score from the follow-up. Been strong in goal. There's Basale, the veteran custodian. Another of those Team Wellington players that are decorated amongst both of these sides. One reason why they are the top two sides in the Central League. Zeb dribbles, but well broken up by Tor Davenport Pedersen, but it thunders it into Zeb. Now it's at the feet of Williams. Jake Williams looking to really just measure one into that far corner, but didn't get those measurements right. Mato with a big strong head, the Olympic captain. Caelan Gould, though, judged to have come back from an offside position. Free kick for Miramar. Tick over, 5 minutes remaining. Spain bringing the ball forward, then slipping over, as everyone seems to slip over. Brings opportunity here for Mason Smith into the area. Williams just keeps the ball off the byline, but good strong tackle from McKeown. There's too much on the ball from Mason Smith to Williams. And Williams, in the end, just happy to have got a corner out of that. But perhaps they should have had more, as about 3 or 4 bodies went to ground, just slipping over on this turf here at David Farrington, which is in great nick. Maybe a touch slippery on top. Just a lot of rain that has been in Wellington over the last few weeks. Thankfully, though, has not been a factor here this afternoon for this top-of-the-table Central League match, where we're still waiting to see if there will be a winner. Still scoreless here. 5 minutes remaining of the 90. And then referees, time to come. Picking out a ball with Shrivers now. Bevan! He's wide also. And still, there is not an opening in this game. The ball fell invitingly to Andy Bevan. One touch and then the shot, just driving it wide. And still we look for that moment where the ball beats a keeper, finds the back of the net. Spain, a strong header, up and over. Davenport Pedersen, Bevan is harassed by Ettima, and then Davenport Pedersen does well, looks to just chip a ball forward to Caelan Gould, but too much on it. Zach Jones says thank you very much and quickly brings Midgley into play down that far side. Now Zeb cuts inside, Choate. Mason Smith back to Midgley, who opens up play to Spain. Aaron Spain. Now Bevan. Spain able to come forward, the right centre back. The replacement drifts a ball in towards Symes' fellow replacement, but it evades him. And now it's back towards halfway where Caelan Gould is looking for some support. Does very well to hold up play. There's Caelan Gould. Eventually there's a bit of support with Hal Merriam. Ball comes back to Gould. Well cut out though by Andy Bevan. Important intervention made for what was a great solo mission from Caelan Gould with a bit of help from Hal Merriam. Players go to ground in the centre circle. Referee waves play on, tells them to get up. Ball comes in from Williams. Well dealt with by Choate. Only on the edge of the area though. And foul goes Miramar Rangers' way. I think it might have been a high foot from Theo Ettima on Sam Jewett. One holding midfielder on another. As Theo Ettima has also gone to ground. Player picked up for the foul there. Ben Mata, captain, just seeing how his young defensive midfielder is. It's a pat on the back. Looks like he'll be all right to continue. As you have Nathaniel Merriam there, having a chat with Andy Bevan. And also Jake Williams, two Team Wellington teammates of his, as they prepare to stand over this free kick. Central, three-man wall. The left foot of Williams, or will it be the right foot of Bevan? Will they go direct from about 25 yards out? Looks like they will. Bevan will go direct, straight into the wall. Didn't get the necessary height on that one. Jake Williams has picked up for a foul there. He doesn't like it. I think he might be talking his way into the referee's notebook here. Referee John Robury wants to have a chat with Jake Williams, and there's going to be a yellow card. So wasn't booked for the foul, which was a foul for jumping as he went in for the tackle. It was actually the reaction afterwards when he gave the referee a few words. As we almost in the final minute of the 90 here at David Farrington Park. Waiting to see how much referee's time we will have. Barnett, first to the loose ball, finds Mason Smith. Mason Smith looking for the run of Symes, just inside the area. Symes one-on-one with Mata. Mata forcing him towards the byline. Back to Mason Smith. Brings in captain Jewett. Out to Williams. Williams wants to go one-on-one with Walker. Brings in Spain. Spain with the overlapping run. Nice cross from Spain. Header from Symes. Symes thought he had the beating of Basale. Basale up to the task with a top draw save. Brilliance from Basale. Want to take the corner quickly. Not going to be allowed to do so. Referee just wanted to make sure it was indeed a corner. Now they'll take it. Mason Smith. Cross comes in, well dealt with by Davenport Pedersen. Danger not cleared though. As we now are in referee's time. Oh, getting to the near post. Symes almost had another opportunity, maybe still thinking about his last. It was a great header by Symes, but what a save that was from Basale. Full stretch down to his right, tipping it around the post and keeping this at 0-0. And they want to know how much time is left. There are 5 minutes. As seen, the assistant referee on their side communicate with referee John Robury. So 5 extra minutes here of referee's time in this top of the Sable Central League match. Is there still a moment of drama to come here at David Farrington? The winner will go to the top of the Central League standings outright. Otherwise, we're going to be tied at the top on points as it stands. Harris Zeb, just loses it on the dribble. Justin Gully says, thank you very much. Now looking long, asking a lot of Caelan Gould, but he's been such a willing runner trying to chase this one down. Zach Jones, though, brought it off his line. Clears it. Hal Merriam earning a throw and quickly taken by Caelan Gould. Caelan Gould is a dangerous left foot. He'll try and wrap this around, but can't get it on target. Well, that was dangerous from Miramar, allowing Caelan Gould to get the shot underway. Gould, you can forgive him for being a bit tired. He has worked incredibly hard all day up front, often the lone man, usually 1 on 2 or 3. And that time unable to trouble Zach Jones in goal. We did have a moment earlier in this half where he was just past the far post. This one not quite as threatening the goal of Miramar. Midgley, good strong work from the left centre back, but then Olympic win it back, and McKeown looks down this near side, urging replacement George Walker forward, and he's quickly having to retreat though, as Olympic are torn between trying to win this outright, to snatch it at the death, and also just hold on to what would be a huge point here, given the fact they've had to play good 70 minutes with 10 men. Following the first half sending off of Jack Henry Sinclair. Straight red it was. Jack Henry Sinclair tackle on Jake Williams. Might be one more opportunity here for Olympic. Do they dare pour numbers forward? Or do they just want to hold what they got here? Choate, Hal Merriam. Hal Merriam back to Choate. And Hal Merriam now on the edge of the area. Strong tackle by Dewar, who then finds Harris Zeb, who is clattered by Choate. And then Dewar leaves a foot up. Now Zeb on a long one-man mission down this far side. He's into the area as Harris Zeb. Can he find a teammate? Sliding challenge by Tor Davenport Pedersen, and it's out for a corner, but we might go all the way back for a yellow card to Harry Choate, which happened way down the other end. But we're still going to play this corner for Miramar Rangers. So the infringement from Choate happening just outside the Miramar Rangers penalty area. And we're going to go Harris Zeb, great run down that far flank, taking it all the way this far end. And now a corner kick with what may be the last play of the game, driven in by Jake Williams, well dealt with by Caelan Gould. Aaron Spain is first to it. Spain will whip a ball back into the area, chested down by Symes. Symes tries to bring a teammate in, can't. Then falls to Bevan. Bevan's left foot, though, steered right into the hands of Scott Basale. And there can't be much time left here at David Farrington Park. Scott Basale with a towering goal kick, taken down beautifully by Gould. Gould brings in George Walker. Walker as well tackled by Jake Williams, but back with Walker. Walker is sandwiched in between two Miramar players. Mason Smith looking for the run of Nathan Symes, but well away from the run he was making. And now Olympic with potentially one final chance. No, it won't. That's it. Referee John Robery blows his final whistle, and it is full time. And the way that the crowd is reacting here, I think it's a 0.1, you'd say, for Wellington Olympic, and perhaps 2 points drop from Miramar Rangers as it's finished scoreless. 0-0 here at David Farrington Park, and still these two sides can't be separated at the top of the Central League ladder. After 9 rounds, Miramar Rangers and Wellington Olympic, 23 points apiece after finishing scoreless here at David Farrington Park. 0-0. A big thank you to everyone who has been joining in this afternoon, watching our coverage here on New Zealand Football's YouTube channel. A big thank you to Richard up above and Noel, the director, this afternoon. I'm Brenton Vanissa-Roy, wishing you all a good afternoon.
So